Hello and welcome everyone to a new episode with Swing Trader. Today we are going to check out Bitcoin and we're going to predict the price. And I'm going to use some technical analysis on TradingView, which is a platform that I use. Super powerful and really it makes a difference, right? But there's definitely some scary moments right now with Bitcoin, and I would like to share that with you today so that way you can be prepared and hopefully save money and not lose any of your capital. And so I'll show you also some of the market cap for all crypto as well, because that's important to know. So that way you can understand, where's crypto going. This is crypto. Really, the marketplace is or the market cap. Sorry, it's supposed to get to $100 trillion, and right now it's like at 1 trillion. So imagine, the growth that it still has to come, and of course it's going to have its ups and down throughout the way as well. So let's go ahead and jump into the technicals. And I do have Bitcoin already here, and so I would like to. We'll start off with a daily candle here. But some of the things that I want to show you is this major support line that it broke below. So I have this big triangle here, but for as far as like the longer time frame, but I have a smaller one here actually that it's really scary that it broke below right now. And so anytime that you have a symmetrical wedge that is touching a high point and a low point, if it breaks below that, then really the distance, actually the base of the wedge would be the distance of potentially where it's going to drop. So hang on, sorry, let's do here, we'll draw a new line just to show you potentially where this may drop. So this is the base right here of the symmetrical wedge, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab it, and this is really actually the potential price drop that Bitcoin is potentially may have. So the target, really, we're looking down to the low of the $33,000 range. So this is again a really scary time for Bitcoin. So another factors that I want to kind of go over just to kind of give you that prediction as well is if you see that blue star, that's the moving average, and again that moving average just crossed, pointing downward. So you see both lines right here, so they're both moving downward. Obviously there's a huge sale that happened here. Another thing that I would like to look at, let me get actually here, let me hide the RSI, and I want to show you the MA ribbon. Yeah, look at that. So with the MA ribbon, that yellow red line, that colorful, super colorful, once it's below it, that's why it's bearish. So right now you see those 3 days consecutive, and now it's the fourth days below it. So you want to play defense right now with Bitcoin. I wouldn't go long at all, or I wouldn't really add any. Just make sure that you wait for it to see. Another thing that I would like to point out today is you see that blue line right here across. That's the array that I have, which is the 2-year trend line overall. So if you go, I'm going to take you all the way back here. So basically the low right here was $29,000. So if it breaks that, it could potentially take a very hard fall going downward. So right now, really what I want to wait for a confirmation, let me just get rid of this right here right now. But the confirmation that I want to wait to see if Bitcoin will have a good rebound is if it hits below, so if it bounces above this blue line right here. So as of right now, if you notice, let me get closer so you can see it even closer. So right there. So today we're currently above it, and so it's really important for us to stay above this blue line and then hopefully grab a momentum and start heading upwards. So really careful right now with it. Now another time frames that I also like to look at, actually before we jump into another time frame, let's go through the stochastic. So the stochastic is definitely oversold right now for Bitcoin, so, and instead of going, let's say you're a big believer with Bitcoin and you want to get more Bitcoin, absolutely, I am too. So what I would recommend in these situations when it's kind of going downward and it's, you really don't know when it's going to potentially start going upward or having that trend, you want to use what we call DCA, dollar cost average. So anytime that it is below the dotted line, that's when you really want to buy, right? And so, with your capital, try to break it down. So don't put all your capital all at once. And so, what I would do is dollar cost average every time that it's below the dotted line. So, here would be an example. Here will be an example. Here's another example, and so forth. So, anytime again it's below the dotted line, those are the entry points that I would recommend to get in. And if you're trading it throughout the way, then I would sell it anytime it's above the dotted line. So right now, definitely would be a dollar cost average move. And everybody does it differently. So another thing, best practice that I really recommend too is, if you spend a cup of coffee every single day, what does that cost? $5, $6, $3. If you have a cup of coffee every single day and you save that money, and I would put it into Bitcoin every single week. So, whatever that is, $20, $30 a week, I would buy Bitcoin and I would buy it specifically when it's below the dotted line. So you are buying the low of it. I am a believer of Bitcoin, and that's honestly what I do. I am a long holder, but I really try to trade it throughout the way. But I'm a long believer with Bitcoin. So I buy when it's below the dotted line. I sell when it's above the dotted line for the stochastic. The volume right now is also fading away. So if you see here, this is here where we had majority of the volume, which is great. But now it's right now fading from that majority. So really what you want to see is a little bit more volume, so that way you can really understand that, with volume is going to predict a price. So volume predicts price, right? And so you want to see volume. Volume is a good thing for all stocks and cryptocurrency actually in general. So now let's go to the 4 hour window to give us another confirmation. And yeah, so as of right now on the 4 hour window, it looks like it is breaking. It already broke below that triangle, right? But it's definitely showing a very hard fall. Look at that. Look at the volume. There's a lot of selling volume that is happening. Now the stochastic is oversold and it's starting to point up. So that is a good thing anytime they start pointing up. But right now, again, the blue line right here, that will be the confirmation that I'm waiting for before I start understanding where the next movement is going to happen with Bitcoin. So that is a 4 hour, and again, it's way below the MA ribbon. So let's look at the hourly. Yeah, really same confirmation again, so it didn't really give us any more. Look at that volume here on the hourly. We did get a lot of volume that brought it down, a lot of sellers, and it looks like it was just bouncing up and down here throughout in the stochastic. So it definitely scary right now, 39,000. So, anytime it breaks below that trend line is kind of where it gets scary. But, fear is eminent, unfortunately. But if you are a believer with Bitcoin, I think it's absolutely going to rebound. But again, everything that goes up goes down, and everything that goes down goes up. So once it's becoming way oversold, I'm sure a lot of the whales and a lot of people are going to jump in and buy. Actually, me myself as well. So and that's just how the game is. You want to trade it throughout the way, but you want to take advantage when it is oversold, and right now it is unfortunately oversold. So another thing that I would like to show you is the total market cap for all crypto, and where it is. Let's see. Man, did I miss it? Oh, there it is. So this is again another item that I look at, because this is kind of like looking at the Nasdaq or looking at the Dow, or looking at SPY. It's kind of the same thing for crypto. So when you look at the overall market cap for crypto, so I went to the daily, and so again, this is the 2 year trend line for all crypto. And as you can see, obviously crypto is trending upward, even though now we're having a hard fall. But when you think about it, look all the way down here from 2020. The market cap, the low was $349 billion, and now we're sitting at 1.8 trillion, right? So again, it is definitely increasing. But remember, in the beginning of the video I mentioned the market cap is supposed to be $100 trillion asset, and right now we're at 1.8 trillion. So imagine when Bitcoin is being used and everybody started to actually utilize Bitcoin and more people start buying it and using it. Imagine how that's going to increase the value of it, right? And also remember that there's only 21 million Bitcoins to ever be mined or to ever be available. So that's why Bitcoin is a safe asset to get in, because the government can't just create more bitcoins, right? So where with dollars or with currency, they can print more money, and so therefore the value goes down. And so with the market cap right now, it is, it is trending down, but I would like to show you where when at the peak back in November. So November 10th, the market cap was $3 trillion. And right now we're at 1.8. So it lost $1.2 trillion in the last 5 months. But again, look down here below. So back in July of 2021, the market cap was only 1.15. So again, and then it increases. So really, that's the power of cryptocurrency is, there's a huge potential for really all crypto, but Bitcoin specifically because it is the most valuable. And every time that Bitcoin moves, that literally moves the whole crypto market as well. So, it's really good to understand where, the whole market cap is at, and also understanding, is it oversold? Is it overbought? What is the trend looking like? Is there a lot of volume? And so these are some of the things that you absolutely want to make sure you look at as well into the market caps. So yeah, you see the MA cross just crossed on the crypto and it's pointing downward. And in reality, if you look at the all market cap, total market cap, it will look so similar to actually Bitcoin. It's crazy, obviously, how it works because Bitcoin is the number one leader. And so, therefore, it is going to make a difference. So, but again, you want to have as many confirmation as possible so that way you can not make a rational move or an emotional move, right, but really have the facts together. And once you make your move, you can feel confident and absolutely confident to be safe, right? This is your money, this is your life savings or whatever it is that you're investing. You want to make sure that you're secured. And so I really hope that this helps. I hope that you guys learn from it. And if you do, all I ask, if you have not yet, please subscribe to my channel. I would love to see you hit the like button and the bell as well, so that way you can get all notifications right there and there. But that was awesome. Thank you all for allowing me to share this amazing content with you. I hope you all got something from it, and I hope to see you again soon. Thank you very much, and have a wonderful day. See ya.